Tony Wallace.
Matthew Connor.
Yes, that's my full first name. You got that information from somewhere,
This is a podcast? Is that
Yeah.
how would you describe what we're doing today?
It's a podcast.
This is a podcast.
Currency podcast, yeah.
Oh, it does say podcast in the title.
Yeah, don't go after that. Don't shit on the club.
Oh. Do you do niche stuff here? Niche?
No.
Nietzsche? How about him?
Nietzsche stuff?
Yeah.
No, I don't do anything niche.
Oh, okay.
I'm only mainstream, you know me.
Yeah. Big fish in a small pond.
Yeah, well, it's just like the likability or whatever.
Yeah. You are an extremely likable person. That is for sure.
I appreciate that. So, Tony, I've got some questions for you, I guess.
Wow.
Yep.
This is taking me back to when I tried fucking the baseball coach's daughter.
Was that fun?
He sat me down. Yeah, I have some questions.
What did he ask you?
He asked me if that was my my penis. Well, now I framed the story. I was in like high school. So was his daughter, just for clarity. But he's like, "Did you send my daughter a picture of your penis?"
Really?
And I don't know if I said yes or not.
Did you send?
I did send her a picture of it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why.
It's probably just best to lie because it sounded like he was gunning for you.
Yeah.
It's not like he wanted to figure something out.
Yeah, maybe. I don't even want to get into why he wanted to know.
Maybe he wanted it to be part of it.
That would be weird.
Yeah, but I mean, don't stop love.
Yeah, I guess so. That is the current culture.
Yeah, keep love going. You want as much love as possible.
Yes. It honestly kind of creeps me out when people use love in that manner.
I think so.
It makes me feel weird.
Yeah, well, if it's like that, where it's going to be a three-way with the coach.
Yeah, I guess
and the
especially
that
in
one's a
scenario.
little bit hard to do or just pull off. Like, you don't always get to check that box, you know.
No.
But
But if you do check that box, make sure it's clean.
Yeah, no STDs.
Yep.
But
litter.
love is like kind of annoying.
Yeah, like
If like people overuse it.
yeah, 100%. You take something like love, and you're putting it on somebody else. You're like, oh, you know, Judy at work loves you. She loves you. Why?
Yeah,
why
like
are
what
you
does it
doing
mean
that?
exactly? I think that it's kind of condescending love. Like it can be kind of suffocating, and people don't speak to that. That it can be suffocating. People can use love and people say love bombing.
Yeah, I have all this love for you. Let me cover you in my love.
Yeah.
It almost seems like you're using love instead of cum.
I know. Yeah, it's like the words substitute for the physical thing. Mm-hmm. And it's almost like the physical thing, I think, is the real one.
And
but
not the emotional thing. Not
people,
the spirit.
Right. People love to use the word love.
You know when I feel the most love is when I'm about to absolutely unload my clip.
Is that true?
Yeah. That's every time I've said gotten close to saying I love you before it was time was when I was, you know, really personally involved.
Are you a freak?
Deeply involved.
Are you a freak in the paint?
Am I a freak in the paint? When it gets close...
That's one of my questions.
When it gets close, I kind of fumble the bag, to be totally fair with you.
Okay, but...
It's like when you're in a sack race and you get all the way to the end and then you trip and fall over before the finish line. That's how I feel.
Okay. Well, but do you drive and dish?
Do I drive and dish?
Yeah, do you shoot the 3-ball? Do you sink the jumper?
I would say that I'm known to make a clutch play. Is that one of your questions?
That's just some of the ones that I have written down. I don't know.
Wow, you were asking me questions? I didn't even realize you were asking me questions.
I know. They said they were fast enough that maybe you wouldn't have even known that they were questions or whatever.
Maybe that's what it was.
Do you dominate the court?
If I was going to be a part of a courtship, I would like to think that it would be totally 50% equal each way.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
both.
Yes,
Reciprocity.
Yeah, people are going to take that however they will. I'm just...
That one was the one that I wanted to say the most dominate the court, because it's like, the court is like the girl.
LeBron.
The court.
Oh!
But just to make sure that...
How about... I was talking about, like, the court of law.
Oh,
like,
okay.
I'd rather if, like, we were going to split up, it'd be, like, 50-50.
Yeah, property is 9/10 of the law here. But what I was thinking about yesterday was that it's the entire law, I think. People are like, property is 9/10 of the law. What they mean is that the law is like the rule that the barrier that somebody puts around something to be like, you gotta stay within that, and you gotta stay within the law. You gotta stay within the property lines.
Yeah, it's 9/10 because the 10th is the
perimeter. The border.
Is the guide of the rules.
Yeah, I guess you could say like the last 10th is like the border of the property, but I feel like you could argue that the property is all of that, including the border, potentially. But it's like
I've heard possession is 9/10 of.
Oh, okay. Is that's? I think that's what it is.
I haven't heard of property.
Yeah, well, I'm really smart.
Yeah, you're hive-minded.
Yeah, that's from the echo chamber that I'm from. That they told me that. So, should we listen to the experts?
I don't trust authority. The
experts.
And, like, say what you want about rejecting all authority. I don't reject all authority. I reject 9/10 of it.
Yeah, okay. Like, do you subscribe to, like, you can only talk about something if you are the authority on it, like one of the experts, like
Is that a YouTube channel?
No.
Oh.
That thing that I just said it's just like it's kind of a popular political thing going around right now, like argument. It's like, should you listen to medical authorities like doctors, but there's also alternative medicine, like holistic medicine, all these remedies people come up with on their own.
I think I lean more towards the holistic side. I think it really depends on a lot of, like, if you're like a part of a community, regardless if it's a religious community or a cultural community or a social community, I think you're going to kind of be one within that. So, like, if you're a Christian, you might go to, like, some fucking Christian, like St. Lutheran Hospital, and trust anything that they say because you know that you have your belief system. They're going to follow these protocols alongside the protocols of medical whatever. So, but for me, I don't have any community except for a bunch of comedians and drug addicts. So
there's still authority there, though.
Sure. People that can put you in position. Sure.
Yeah, like
so those people.
It's a little authoritarian, the Columbus comedy scene, I think, where it's like you have to get on the side of the authorities.
Sure.
You have to win their approval and be like a teacher's pet.
Yeah. I don't know about a teacher's pet. I would just say be a cool guy. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, being a cool guy, and what does that entail?
That involves patience at times. That involves letting things go in one ear and out the other.
Okay.
It's like trying to call out your crazy friend for being crazy. It's like you can't exactly do that. It's like,
dude, don't be crazy, man.
Yeah, I can't just be like, I can't just, say something.
I feel like recently people have made it a category, crazy, where they're just like, if you're in the crazy category, now we don't have to listen to you.
I think you're behind the times a little bit, but...
No, what I feel is that up until recently, you could just be sarcastic. I feel like recently it's become more literalist, where people crack down on sarcasm. Like you have to say, the thing that you mean.
Yeah.
And then if you say words that you don't mean, people are like, you're crazy. And I feel like they've recently developed that's what they get you on. It's like, you're crazy if you're sarcastic. You say things.
Yes, I think they lump people who are sarcastic in with people who are absolutely insane and out of their mind.
Yeah. I think
I don't think it's so. Too far off. But there is definitely a separation. There's a separation there.
Yeah.
100%. I think people who are crazy, there's different...
There's a lot of different crazy.
Yeah. What's your favorite?
Like really funny.
Yeah.
If you're like crazy, if you're outside of the standards of comedy enough.
What would you say to someone who claimed that, let's just say, for instance, you weren't being sarcastic, that you claim sarcasm after the fact that someone doesn't appreciate or like? What would you say to somebody who would come with that argument against you per se? Because I know
where they say like you weren't being sarcastic.
Like, yeah, right.
That happens to me sometimes where it's like they act where it's like I gotta prove that I knew what I was doing beforehand. They act like, no, you didn't know that you were saying that, which is like this, like a similar thing.
Yeah.
It's like I wasn't ahead of it, behind it myself, authoring it or something.
Right.
Or people will be like that to me sometimes in a similar way. But the question was,
how do you deal with it? How do you rectify it?
Sometimes I just do more sarcasm if it's given the situation. If I feel comfortable, I'll probably be more sarcastic afterward. But if I feel like attacked, I might be like, no. I might be like, it depends if they were like, we don't think, no, you didn't, you weren't being sarcastic. I would just be like, A lot of the time I'd just be like,
When I say crazy, I mean somebody that is irrational, delusional,
that should be
over-aggressive.
what it is.
Yeah. So why do we think that people are misconstruing it? Is it because everybody's high?
I think that they're calling too many people crazy. Is a thing. It's like they're overusing it. Like they're watering down the term.
I have a cow lick.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Bet you wish you got licked by a cow, you piece of shit.
Of course, yeah. Who doesn't wish that they got licked by a cow?
Do you like my outfit?
It's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, my dad smoked crack in this.
Is that why you wanted to wear it?
He actually, I say that a lot, that my dad smoked crack in clothing. He definitely smoked crack. This was his only dress shirt for like 20 years.
Was his crack smoking shirt?
He dressed nice back in the day, and this I'm sure.
But you got it back.
Yeah. Other stuff I'm lying.
Are you gonna smoke any crack in it? Following Pop's footsteps?
If they were to like make like microdose crack, I'd probably like smoke it once or something. I've never done coke or anything. Not recently.
Who's more of a bitch, me or you?
I was looking at your arms there. I don't know. Should we arm wrestle?
No.
Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and say you're bigger.
You got it. That's correct.
You're a bigger bitch. I don't know why, but I'm gonna say that.
You got that one right.
No reason.
Great job. Has anybody ever called you an imp?
An imp? Like is that like a shorthand for like a chimp?
No, just an imp. I was thinking about it and beforehand because I had time to think about it, and I thought that maybe you're an imp because you're sort of improper and impolite, and and your comedy maybe is like impressionist sometimes.
Okay.
But more importantly, because you're improbable, you have an improbable act. You're kind of alternative and unique.
I'm impatient.
Okay, yeah,
I'm
impatient.
An imbecile.
Yeah, there's a few of them.
I'm important.
Yep.
I'm
important.
I'm in Portland this Friday, 6:30 at the Laugh Factory.
Yeah, so I just wanted to bring up that point and discuss that you might be an imp, and then if whether or not anybody's ever called you an imp before, and so it's just discussing an imp. Okay, so an imp is a small, mischievous devil or sprite. And I feel like that potentially is what you are. I mean, that is what you are. You're a small you're a small mischievous devil or sprite.
Spirit or sprite?
And you obey your thirst as well. Which is really not an insult.
Insult. I'd rather be in pepper. Am I right, folks?
You're on fire right now. Where did you come up with that one? Whoa.
Whoa.
That was right off the dome?
Yep, riffing. So, what up? I think I had something in here that I wanted to show you.
Is it like props, like Carrot Top?
No. Oh, wait, I just got this doobie.
You're like a magician.
Yeah, kinda.
You maybe look like a magician.
Yeah, what do you think I have in my sleeve? Hot dogs or hamburgers?
Both. Maybe.
You're so funny. I actually do have a hamburger deep in here.
Oh, God.
Actually, I lied. It was a hot dog.
I knew it. I knew that. I saw it coming.
Yeah, seemed like it.
Yeah.
Did Eddie Sherman give you that?
No. Which one?
That Juice WRLD one there.
No, I bought that.
Wow, he has the same one in his podcast studio.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you have my table and Eddie's thing. Why don't you get a fucking life, you dork?
I had this table probably before you had your table. And there's no way. You had this exact table?
I did, dude. I swear.
I don't believe it.
Okay. What were you asking me? Sorry.
I was asking you that. I don't think that you had. I mean, I'd be surprised if you had this exact table. But that's weird that Eddie Sherman has World on Drugs by Juice WRLD.
Yeah, because do you do drugs, Matt?
Yeah, bro, I do drugs, man.
You do drugs? For real?
Yep. And another reason that you're improbable is because you have that joke about being a coke baby.
Look, can you tell? I don't know if you can tell from this picture. That's my old podcast studio, bub. Do you see the table?
Yeah.
And the leaf that I have in the middle propped up to put a blanket on?
It does look a lot like my table.
Well, how long ago did you buy it?
I got it from... actually, I got it in Zanesville.
How long ago?
Probably like 2.5 years ago.
I've had this for like 9 years.
Okay, fair enough.
You.
You've kept this in pretty fair condition. I'm good. Do you want to get high?
No.
Oh. Are you like sober right now or something?
For right now, I am sober, yeah.
Oh.
No, I mean, just for tonight. Just for right at this moment. I don't feel like getting high.
Oh, okay. Good for you.
Yeah, I'm turning my life around.
Sorry about your bad luck. I got indica. I got sativa.
That sounds awesome because
Yeah.
that you have both of them actually.
Yep.
I'll take a hit of sativa. You can talk me into it. You better not have lied and then given me the indica.
This one's indica. Indica tastes better. Is this going on Patreon? Here, I got you a gift.
What's it like to
You can
thanks.
have that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Turn it around. Turn it around. There you go.
Tony got me this.
Nice hat. Pretty nice fucking hat. Hell yeah. You actually look pretty cool. You look like a rice farmer.
I don't mind.
I roll, Matthew.
I could pull it off.
You have any
eventually.
rice for me?
Don't talk about that continent. That's a bad continent.
What do you
to
call
talk
it?
about.
Geisha?
Gasians, yep. Fig.
Okay, dude.
Yeah, that was a little too far. You're right.
Yeah.
So, is climate change a hoax?
It seems that way.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think it's a hoax. I think it's I'm sure the climate's changing, you know what I mean? So that's about as far as I've dug into that.
Climate is changing. Like the weather.
Yeah.
I feel like what they mean is just like the weather. Honestly, I wear this hat and I feel like I've got to do something else or be.
Stick your tongue out, fucking dork.
Shut up! Don't say that about me. This hat's cool.
It is cool.
You gave it to me.
It looked like something. Your collar seems like someone pulled you down.
No, I didn't. No.
Did you just have the one insult? I thought you had more than
That's
one
it.
insult. You just had the imp.
Right, that's all that I got. Yeah. What do you think about hosting the Crescent Lounge?
Oh, so the Crescent Lounge.
Talk about the Crescent Lounge, and what about Anna?
I think I actually, I started the Crescent Lounge. I didn't start it. I started doing it like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, and I took it over from Frank. It started popping off when I put it on Eventbrite.
Do you still put it on Eventbrite?
I haven't. I need to redo it. So that's probably part of the issue. Is that I haven't redone it. But yeah, so I got that. It was popping. No one else was doing it. So like we were getting all the people for fucking the free comedy at least.
Are you gonna put it on Eventbrite every week again?
Yeah, 100%.
But you don't do that right now?
No, it fucking I didn't even think about it till like 2 days ago that it expired because I had it set for like a year to where it was just going up.
Okay, yeah.
And it probably lapsed by now. I want to rebrand it a little bit. I'm talking about doing like the bringer, essentially like a bringer show with no cover. So everybody that shows up gets 5 minutes, and the more people you bring, the more time you get. Cap it at like 12, 15 minutes. If you bring like 30 people, you can do 20 minutes and close type shit. So like essentially it's just good for everybody. If you're just coming to do the mic, it's still 5 minutes. If you bring people, you get more time.
Yeah,
more people there. I mean, it's just like it's a fucking no-brainer, and I don't think anybody's done it.
Yeah, well,
so
we're gonna go for it. Is Eventbrite the main, like the only one that you can use for that?
I mean, I push it on my social media, and I have like people that I know that come to shows occasionally.
Yeah, it's like what goes into keeping an audience for hosting a mic.
Talking to people before, talking to them after,
talking to the audience,
even like.
And what do you say to them?
Getting people's names, like Xavier, he's great about that. You get people's names.
Xavier is really great. His audience at fives.
Yeah. I mean, they're a bunch of dweebs, but he got them all together.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
What are the audiences that go to those open mics? They're like hipsters, but dweebs is a good word for it.
Yeah, I'd say like people that have never been to a comedy show, people that like comedy, and then there's people that don't know. And then people who have been to a couple comedy shows and wanted to just like check out an open mic. I'd say honestly 50%, or let's say 70% is people that don't know and people that have never been to a comedy show. So probably 20% don't know.
So it's hard to keep those people when it's like it's usually a novelty experience, like an open mic.
Like if you don't know,
you're going to keep somebody sticking around for an open mic audience would be kind of difficult.
And it's tough because you got to make sure they know what to expect. If they like, usually like, oh, anybody been here for comedy before? And if nobody's like, or like been to a comedy show before.
You mean like Joey Lee or something? Like, what would be the unexpected thing that you'd be worried about?
Just like how vulgar.
Me, my comedy?
No. I mean, we all have like vulgar, sexual, like disgusting, like horrible, like death. Everything. And so some people aren't ready for that at its unrefined level because
but you can't really do anything about that.
Right. But those people don't know that.
So to keep an audience member, you figure out their names. What else do you say to them?
That'd be cool.
So you don't go after the ones that are uncool, maybe. Are you at risk of being too cool?
I feel like we're getting no useful information out of this.
What? No. Well, now I'm just asking you about yourself.
Okay. Do I think I'm too cool?
Yeah, like you were talking about being cool earlier. Are you like
people who are cool in the sense of
you have a sense
of humor? I think you're cool. If you like can read sarcasm, I think you're cool.
Okay, so that's what you meant by being cool.
Right.
It's just kind of like being chill
or being nice. Yeah.
Being nice, yeah. It is kind of like being popular, being somebody that people will like.
It's an umbrella term.
Yeah, being nice.
There's people who are just not cool.
Do you think that you're naturally a cool person, or do you just put that on? To be good in public and to be nice.
The natural progression of all the experiences I've been through and things I've heard and saw let me be nice.
Do you like being nice, or you're like, this ain't for me?
No, I like it, yeah.
You made a comment to Lucas Mateus when he said that he's hosting a couple mics. You said all he needed was a little encouragement. And that's what you said. And I was interested because I just thought like, oh, sick burn.
It wasn't a burn.
But thinking about it, it's like, it could be like, what are you saying, that he's weak, or like all he needs is just like he's dependent on encouragement? I don't know. Well, I was wondering about it. I was like, I wonder what he means exactly.
Yeah, see, I'm a mysterious guy. But what I meant, here's what I meant. I knew we needed a Thursday mic, and I've been trying to figure out what to do. I know Lucas, and I think that if he had something steady like that to like do hosting and like do consistent fucking like his vibe, like to essentially grow his vibe. If you're hosting, you're growing your own vibe.
Yeah.
And so I texted him. I was like, dude, why don't you like fucking throw a mic? And he's like, yeah, I need to. I'm like, dude, like fucking, I'll talk to so and so to try to find someone to do it.
Yeah.
And he ended up just like, I kind of let that go, and he kind of fucking picked that up. And,
okay, so it was encouragement that you gave to him.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
Well, that's the thing that like the rest of us didn't know, but like it doesn't matter that we didn't know it or anything.
I mean, it's kind of a burn, but it's also true.
Like maybe you're
I'm kind of
more...
self-indulging a little bit, but it's just because I know him and he's my boy. So
right, you might be more likely to make a comment on there that is just like like something in between you, and somebody else that the rest of us don't know about. It's like that makes you a bit more mysterious.
Sure, yeah,
Mysterio.
Yeah, or just like a. Can I say retarded on here?
No.
Some people get upset. Like I love everybody.
I don't get why they do.
I don't know either.
It's I think it's like it's unnecessary.
Just one of those things. People,
it's one of those things, but you can say autistic all day, and that's almost the same. Because the people that are, I think it's the same because retarded is also on a spectrum.
Yeah.
Because there's people that are slightly.
Because what is retarded? Can you define it? No, not specifically.
Well, it's just like slowed down. Yeah. Retarded. So like, lots of people are slowed down in lots of different areas.
Yeah, and if you're retarded, I mean you're held.
Retard. Like retard is like when it applies to you, like you're like retarded. It's just like you're slowed down in something, and I just think that it's a bad idea to prevent people from saying retarded, because that's a good tool to use to help yourself out if you are retarded or you see someone else who's retarded, and you're just like, you can help because you want to go faster.
Yeah.
So like. Same as any like whatever word that you find out applies to you.
So I think being retarded. Hey, pick up the pace, dork. Can I? Is dork?
Dork is unacceptable. Yeah.
I like that though. So you're retard. I'm trying to break down that word. Because what would tarded be? Just tarded.
I don't know the like breakdown.
Because tard. Okay, what is tatard? Tatard.
Tatard?
Yeah.
I don't know that it's a verb.
It's not. It's a president.
You tarred someone like you hit them with a...
Tarred and feathered.
Yeah. Right. Yes. I think you're onto something. If you tarred someone, that's just when you hit them with a big object.
And you got...
Now you make them...
And then you retard them because they got retarded.
Yeah, you tarred them.
They're extra fucked up. Not fucked
they
up
were
in a
already...
bad way. Just in general, I'm fucked up. You're fucked up.
Right.
We're all fucked up in our own
bro.
way. I'm fucked up in a gay way. You're fucked up in a retarded way.
Me too. But then, tarded, for some reason I'm the host, like, I don't always go forward, but it's dumb. Forget it.
Huh?
I don't want to talk about myself. I don't always go forward with it. I'm always like, the insults should apply to me, but I really gotta not, because people get pissed at me for being nice.
You're a little pain daddy.
Explain.
You just like like the lashings.
Masochistic.
You like the lashings.
Right. Well, I think it's just like because I'm a host or whatever. So you're very pious. You have a lot of piety for being dutiful, worshiping at the attic.
Yeah.
A couple nights a week.
Yeah.
What's that like?
The attic.
To go to your house of worship. And you work there?
I do. I work there. I think I made about $75. Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah.
It's cool, man. It's cool. It's
the attic is cool.
Yeah. The place itself and the comedy that happens there, I love it.
Yeah, I like that, like the people that you get that are there. I really got to go there more often, like especially when those people are there.
Yeah.
Yeah. When the famous people are there. That's who I want to see.
I actually, honestly, most times there are people that are big names there. I just like don't stay, or
like,
I don't even go. No, I mean it's just like
you don't really want to.
Everybody's gonna be like all over those people.
Right, that's not really your thing.
The club is
like
gonna be
fame.
packed. I mean, I think it's
notoriety and popularity.
No, I'd like that. I think I would like it, but I don't want to. go be a part of this. Like, if there's 80 people in the attic and there is a headliner there, everybody's gonna want to talk. Everybody's gonna want a picture. I don't like when it's super packed in there. Like, it kind of makes me feel weird.
Yeah, you don't like to be around
especially because I
people.
get high like immediately, like after I'm done or while I'm there. And so I'm just like all high and there's so many people. I'm like, oh my god, I don't want to. I'm just gonna go home.
Yes, that happens to me also. Like smoking, whatever, make me paranoid. What does weed do to us? What does it do for us? Like, is it good? Do you think? Does it benefit us?
I think it can be a tool. You see this right here?
Is that
Sponsored
a poppy?
podcast. Zevia, 0 sugar, 0 caffeine, all the flavor, and there's no dyes.
Yeah, like
Cheers.
if I put this on, I'll feel gayer and more more like a carnival barker or like a showman.
Yeah, a showman, a really gay showman.
Yeah, well, just like a showman. Like, showmans are already gay.
So are shamans. I heard that once.
Oh yeah, shamans are gay. Shamans, that's all that they do. They don't even work any magic. They just fuck each other.
Ooh, hey.
Shamans.
Sha la 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 la. You ever Cafe Faux? This guy's got all kinds of stuff on a pantry over there. This is not actually a podcast studio. This is a kitchen.
Yeah.
Did I just break?
I
the
told
third
you to
wall?
not shit on the club. No shitting on the club.
Hey, no, it's dope in here. I like it.
Yeah,
I almost did something like this
I guess
myself.
you just like don't go to the funny bone enough. Tony.
I don't go
Tony
to
Funny
enough.
Bones.
Yeah.
Tony Bones.
Tony Bones.
Should you be called Funny Tony Bone? Funny
I think
Tony.
there's beautiful irony. Funny Tony.
What if you
Bones.
went by Tony Funny Bones? Tony,
I mean, hey,
Tony Bones Funny.
might be something there.
Tony Bones Funny.
Tony Bones funny. Actually, that would work because that's so true.
And go to the Funny Bone and be like Tony, whatever it is, Bones Funny. Show them out. Show them up.
Yeah.
The Funny Bone is annoying where they're like always they say don't shit on the club. I guess that's what I think about when you say that. You can shit on this club. I feel like you should be able to shit on the club.
Yeah. I mean, we all shit on the club. I had like one of my favorite times doing comedy was roasting the attic.
Yeah, and did that, so like you did one roast and now that just like gets contained to that one roast. Nobody gets to roast that place anymore.
No, I talk shit. I mean, I promoted my show at hashtag. Like,
What did they say
when I was
about
hosting.
what they say at the roast of the attic? Unless that's like should be confined to
No.
that place.
Just like talking shit about all the drama.
Yeah, all the drama in the
s-
Columbus comedy scene.
The stairs, the seats,
Oh,
the
the
people.
stairs.
the other comics that were on the roast.
Yeah, I just can't. They probably felt the heat of that when you
Maybe
talk
I'll
about
clip
their
up
stairs.
my monologue and I'll post it on YouTube. You can link it in the comments if you want to see that. Attic rant.
I'm open to a number of things. Oh,
Okay.
what you like a rant about the attic?
It's essentially like a 5-minute.
Did anybody say?
I said
it's-
that Larry has the awareness of a chicken with his head cut off. Yeah, and that's when I started really rolling.
That's a
So
pretty.
that
good
made
one.
me laugh. That made me cry.
Larry's blind.
He's blind. So that once I cracked there, I mean, I was just fucking rolling. It was fun. It was super fun.
Yeah, you
And it was
use that.
roasting the
You
attic.
use that in with the blind guy to just kind of like really get
I
your
really
night started.
started to feel myself. Yeah.
Yeah. Did anybody bring up that it's not really an attic? It's just like a second story of a downtown building.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not actually.
It's
an
not a
attic.
traditional. Yeah, it's not actually an attic. Yeah, you make a good point there.
And
And my dad's not actually an alcoholic. He just likes it for the flavor.
You're a dog. You're a big dog.
Yeah.
Care to comment on that? Has anyone ever called you big dog even though you're not tall or wide?
Yeah, for sure.
They have?
Yeah. Yeah, people say that.
Okay. I guess it's like people
My
say,
dad- my
people
dad-
say it enough.
Yeah, my dad will be like, call people boss man.
Okay. So you've heard it a lot.
Yeah, I've heard it for sure.
You're
and I've
just-
definitely been told it too.
You're just like beyond being a big dog at this point.
Yeah. Big dog pull up in a quick frog.
I believe it.
Mm.
So you've come in a frog? Is that what you meant? I don't know.
I didn't say that, but let me think about that for...
That's what I didn't have to think about it very long. I was like, oh, I think that's what... I mean, if it's just like, that's directly what it sounds like, but...
No, I did not actually. Wait, let me think about that. Big dog pull up in a quick frog.
Yeah.
Pulled up in it, but he didn't say. I didn't stay there very long.
Stay in that frog.
Yeah, nah. You gotta pull out the frog.
Yeah, you gotta pump the frog.
Frog, fat, retarded, overweight, and gay.
That sounds like a toad. You're just starting a
God, dude, people hate me for this. They're like, "Oh, you're so fucking like."
For doing what?
Just like, oh, it's low hanging fruit.
I think it's funny.
I do too. I just get a kick out of it.
Yeah, depending on like what you're.
It's for our age
saying
bracket.
it
Like
towards.
it's not hacked to something that's hacked to somebody who's 60.
Yeah, well, it kind of just depends on the context or like what you're saying. If you're saying it in a place that people aren't expecting it or that it's not supposed to go, if you like say a bunch of them in a, it kind of depends on your confidence that you have in it, what you believe about it, and that seems like something that you do or like that you have a confidence.
Oh, I try to. If I think it's funny, I can get it out. But as soon as I don't think it's funny, I still try to say it. Just doesn't work.
Who's the top dog of Columbus comedy? And there is an answer to this question. So far, you're 1 for 1.
I'm gonna go right ahead and say Neff Johnson.
The answer is Jay Brock. And it's because he put those flyers up everywhere when he was running the top dog contest. Whereas his face on all of them,
so right,
and
dude,
with big letters,
right.
top dog.
You son of a bitch.
So he is the top dog, and he'll also dog you at your show if you're like a stray dog like I am.
Oh, really?
He might dog on you.
He dogged on you?
Yep.
Hey,
But he's the top dog.
He
so.
judged the Columbus Comedy Clash at hashtag. It was Terrence the God Show's comedy competition for the funniest person in Columbus.
Yeah.
He was the host, and they did a clap off, which I hate the clap off. It's like, are you gonna get a decibel tester? No. I want this to be as fair as we can get it.
That's just like, it's just up to
yeah. I mean, but
guessing.
there's comedy. Like, how do you really judge it? Whatever. But man, it was so damn loud up there. It was so deafening. You don't know who the fuck won.
Yeah.
You're just like having some arbitrary like feeling.
What about Anna at the Crescent Lounge? Would she get mad that we were just talking about her?
I don't think so. I think she's a very sweet lady. She's let us do comedy there.
So you don't
She's
think
a little
that
wild at
she
times.
gets mad?
Oh, she definitely gets upset, but I think she has a lot going on and she's super stressed.
Yeah, I don't think that she gets like overly mad. I think she's pretty cool.
She's pretty alright. She just, she gotta take it easy with the lady. Take it easy.
Yeah, it's rare that you'd find somebody who like allows all the stand up. Just like lets it go.
Yeah.
It's cool with that.
Yeah.
Do you go to Starbucks?
I do. In the past I've gone to Starbucks a lot. I still go.
You seem like maybe you work at a Starbucks.
Now, why is that, Matt?
Just because you're like sort of cool, or maybe a pretty boy.
Say what you want to say.
Potentially a pretty boy, but like not really exactly. I don't know. Because
here's what I know.
feel like there's like you make the comment like, all that Lucas needed was a little encouragement, but it almost like sound like you're almost sounds like you're shit talking. Like you shit talk anyway. I think that you could try, like you might work at Starbucks, but it wouldn't be for you.
Yeah, sometimes I'll get mouthy when I'm serving.
Oh yeah, you're a waiter. I forgot about that.
Yeah. It's just hard to hold it back. Sometimes people if they're being assholes, and they just got a tone of voice. It just feels so good to reciprocate and outword them in the moment. It feels. I mean, it's
You have arguments
it's a
with
rush
the
similar to
with the
what I assume
customers?
cocaine is like. Yeah.
You have
I try not
arguments
to.
with the customers.
I try really not to. I'm pretty nice and just try to do whatever they need.
You start screaming at them.
No, I've never get mad. I've had it to a point where I'm like holding back anger and shit, and like my eyes almost start watering, but never. I almost cried.
What's like the thing that made you angriest when you were being a waiter?
I think
Or
that
just something that
the
made
thing
you
that
angry?
bothers me is like going back and forth like 8 times for things, which I just watched my family do fucking Sunday at the whitest place ever, Bob Evans for Easter. I think the recording stopped. I didn't wash my hands, but it's because I only touched my dick,
Okay.
and my dick's clean, so I'm
You
good.
had cleaned it. You cleaned it before you
I
came
cleaned
here.
my dick before I came here, yeah. You never know when it comes to the Currency podcast.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm totally in frame. You can see my entire fucking wide body. And you're just not.
I gotta get closer to it. I gotta get more in frame, yo.
You gotta get into it, get started, go
Yeah. What'd you say? I gotta go.
get
Hard-
started, go
Tarded.
Yes.
Tarded. So you're saying like somebody's tarded and then you hit them with a thing and then they get retarded.
Mm-hmm.
And then that makes them go even more berserk.
Matt, I brought something special here.
Okay.
Are you a fan of my work?
Yes.
I post some videos. Do you like any of the videos that I post on Instagram, perchance?
I might have liked it.
Well, I don't know if you know this. I'm famous amongst my followers for
Pringles.
Pringles reviews. Now
That's
I've got a
right.
special limited edition Pringle here. Limited edition.
Yeah, it's like what Oliver Tree did on Impulsive.
That has something. Who? Oliver Tree? No,
Yeah, I don't
Who gives
know.
a fuck about Oliver Tree? This is about me right now. This is about me, you, and
Right.
fucking Pringles. Got a limited edition. Grilled beer brat. Grilled beer brat. We should probably get like a pretty good close up on this thing. Okay, so you got the beer. Grilled brat. Pretty nice. Now look, Matt, this is what we do. We crack it open.
Yeah. So you're gonna give her
Alright, now
a.
look. Two
Tony
Pringles.
Wallace gives
This is
Pringles
technique.
reviews.
2 Pringles. Matt, get you 2 Pringles out of there, buddy.
No, this is better than what Oliver Tree did because you're involving me in it.
Yeah, 100%. Come on. All right, let's try these fucking
Yeah.
Pringles. You know how
What's
to do
the
it?
flavor?
You take it.
Grilled beer brat?
Grilled beer brat. So,
That sounds like a good one. I'm excited.
yeah.
I've got to say that I'm not that impressed with it.
Maybe I gotta try some more.
With the Pringles, just like the flavor is not very. It kind of just tastes like any Pringle. This Pringle.
I think I got a little bit of pork. It tasted like it was like a hint of wiener. It was like you got it.
Like, are you getting beer brat? Because I'm not really.
I get a little bit of beer. It smells like carnitas tacos a little bit, plus a little bit of beer. So the smell, I like the smell. You want to smell it?
Sure. Okay.
But I got to be completely
It
honest.
doesn't smell like beer brat.
This is so
either.
melodramatic. It's underwhelming. It's absolutely. I mean, you think, oh, limited edition. It's gold. It's a beer brat. It's got a Miller Lite on the side. All the fucking dudes would love this. But guess what? This dude doesn't fucking really like them. They smell good, but that's as far as you'll go. Honestly, I'd prefer some that way. I'll smell it and don't have to eat it, but no way, dude. If the Latinas got a whiff of this is probably what fucking white dick smells like. Straight up. Straight up. Did I say white dick smells good inadvertently?
Smell.
Damn.
Well, I think
bro.
that
This
did you
Pringles
say
are
that
good.
it smelled good?
It did smell good, but that's what like if
It doesn't smell like grilled beer brat.
but I imagine I'm gonna give that about a 2 out of 10. I don't.
Okay.
What would you? I mean, honestly, let me be real. 5. I'll give it a 5
For like, what's the scale based
out
on?
of 10, dude. It's just whatever you feel. I think the color scheme is good. Grilled beer brat.
Color scheme is good. Yeah, it's like the Milwaukee Brewers.
Yeah.
So they kind of nailed it. The Brewers are that, like golden blue. I like the packaging. Yeah, like I like the picture, the packaging, but it didn't taste like a beer brat.
No, it didn't.
Right? Didn't it just taste like a Pringle?
What should we do about it?
I don't know. I would give it a 2 out of 10 as well.
All right, dude. Well, that's it. Well, fucking Pringles bit bombed.
Well, it didn't bomb just because it was bad. The Pringle tastes bad.
Yeah, the Pringle was bad. You been drinking tonight?
I recently got arrested at
You got
Amazon. No, not arrested. But Amazon shut my route down because I got too many violations.
What'd you violate?
So it's funny that you do
How
that
old were
because
they?
I feel, in recent days, I feel like I'm in trouble. But I mean, that just happens to me sometimes.
You just get in
all
trouble
all the
sometimes?
trouble I get into, yeah. But only recently, so I'm still in the mood or something like that. But it's like I got enough violations at Amazon.
The meowed. You're in the meowed.
Like I don't know. We don't need to let that cat in. But,
How about you let that cat out of the bag and spit it out?
I know. I should, right?
So you got these violations. What were you violating?
The road.
You're violating the road?
Yeah. Well, I was like.
You ever heard that Eminem song?
got
You
a
want to
couple-
shove your dick in the dirt and frick the whole universe?
I don't know. I don't know that I have.
That's probably how you'd feel if you were Eminem.
I
Eminem was
wonder
you.
what happens when you fuck the ground. Does it do anything? Can you impregnate the
Honestly,
earth?
you'd probably just like hurt yourself. But that's too literal. What does it mean to fuck the earth?
Right. I don't know. I mean, it
To
I mean, it
cover
could
if
be.
if it means to
could be-
love, which is to cover it in cum. Maybe the earth is good.
Yeah, just cover it in cum.
If we just covered it all in cum, it'd be bad. It'd be fine.
Just a layer of cum, like a layer of glaze.
Yeah. Like
Like
a
it's a
protective
glazed
layer.
donut.
Has anybody done that? Where you like? I know people make the cum necklaces. They make cum pearls and then put them on a necklace. But what if they glazed something like a pot, or like a little cup? You glazed it and cum, put it in the kiln. Yeah. What would happen?
In like the fire.
Yeah, like in the big kiln.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what happens if you light cum on fire.
Now these are questions.
Have
people
you
need to
seen that?
ask.
There's got to be a YouTube video, I would imagine, but there might not be because it might have just gotten taken down because it's like too explicit.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you light cum on fire. I don't know, it's like southern. Anybody do it? So like, that could be our series of videos.
We could.
We find different cums. No, I don't know.
Oh my god.
For like birds or whatever, like different animals.
Sure. Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
take a bird. We'll grab its spirally penis and we'll put it into a wine bottle. And then we'll tape it to the wine bottle.
Do
spin it
all
around.
birds have spirally penises?
Do all birds? That's a brand, brother.
Birds are like women usually, right? Birds are girls. So girls don't usually have spirally penises. So check your logic. No.
I didn't think about it like that. You make a great
Yeah.
point.
This
You're a
podcast is going great. But I'm not being sarcastic. It's just like funny to say that you're not supposed to say that during a podcast. I've never seen Joe Rogan be like, "This podcast is going great." You know?
Because he's in it. He's in it.
I know. He doesn't break the fourth wall ever, and that is one way you could improve on the Joe Rogan experience. You know, what do you think about the name Currency? Is that a good name, in your opinion?
I think you can be faux deep by naming your podcast Currency.
Okay, all right. Why faux deep? Be honest.
Because it's just a little bit below the surface. But I guess it expands who
Right.
comes in to listen.
Yeah, well, I use it. I picked it because it's like got a lot of uses. Like it's currency could be popular, but it's also money. But it's just the way. It's more about the way that something that's currentness.
Flowing?
It's the way that money is popularity. ideally that would work out for me. I'm being pretty ambitious or something. But it's like how currentness is money, how like the US dollar, how the United States is only around as long as like the dollar is only around as long as the United States is, because the dollar is a representation of the United States. And because the United States remains current, that's why we have the dollar. That's why any country has a currency. It's because that country is current. It's like it's got a place in the world.
It's alive.
Yeah, and the United States is like especially popular.
And now, how does that relate to you, to what your podcast is? Not that I'm saying it doesn't.
Right. Well, maybe I'll get there one day.
No.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I'll be popular and make money one day, you know.
Oh, I see.
But you gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, 100%.
Look how many episodes I have.
Because I was thinking currency. Because I think when I was growing up, my dad wasn't a stern father figure. My uncle Dave,
I've got an Uncle Dave too.
Uncle Dave, he was like, you have two things in this life: your word and your dick.
Okay.
And that's what I was told. And so the word is currency. Your word is currency.
Yep.
And so I think that's, I mean, who are we if we don't have words?
Should we talk about Joey Lee? I feel like when you start talking, if you talk about him, even though this is at the end of the episode, it'll get back to him, or he'll know.
Well, I like Joey Lee. I think he's a super nice guy, very kind guy.
Okay. Are you saying that because like he goes to church and wrote a Christian book?
No, I'm saying that because of my experiences with Joey.
You think he's cool?
Yeah, I think he's a nice guy.
Do you think he's cool?
I think he's a little goofy.
So he's not cool?
No, he's cool. I just think he's
on
the
record.
You know,
Joey Lee is cool.
He's definitely got a lot going on. He's
Don't act like he's holding a gun to your head.
No, I mean, it's not that. It's just like there's some.
Don't worry about Joey Lee.
I'm not.
Don't worry about the
Lee.
laughs he gets.
I'm not worried about Joey Lee like that, man. He's been taken advantage of, and I don't really think that's cool.
Yeah.
And so he's always been nice to me and everything.
He got raped.
So I try to be nice to him. I don't know. I don't really want to talk about that.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't think he's been.
Well, I mean, yeah, sure, he's a cool guy. I feel like if you talk about him, it'll get back to him, or he'll know. You might keep tabs on it, or whatever.
Yeah, no, he's a nice guy. I have nothing really bad to say about him. He had a good set.
It's hard to say bad about the comedy scene or anybody in it, because we're not really supposed to.
Well,
I think that a lot of that, because there's a lot of drama in the Columbus comedy scene, and that's what we keep talking about now. It reminds me of like there's a time period where the people that are like 4 years younger than me,
yeah,
that was just like a popular trend for them. So like people that are 4 years younger than me, they just kept talking about drama. They're like, oh, all the drama, and it just seemed like kind of childish or something.
yeah.
But it's really like that generation of people, because like it didn't hit my exact generation. This particular idea, I mean drama, it didn't hit my exact generation. It hit like people 4 years younger than me, and they talk about they engage in drama to the point that it's like. But I mean, like I caught the gist of it, which is that like you kind of have to get over the drama because it's not really there. It's like drama is everywhere.
Yeah.
But you just kind of like have to talk about it enough.
It's not there if you don't acknowledge it. Or like think about it. Or give it time in
Yes.
your head.
Well, it's like more what I'm trying to say is that there really is no drama. Sort of. It's like, oh, there's so much drama in the scene. Nah, not really. I think that it's just kind of more about we're not supposed to say anything bad to each other. It's like you're really not supposed to. A comedian that's really shitty, you can't say it. It's hard to have like a beef, because when you have a beef, it becomes like a public.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It does hold people back a little. I think that's why we kind of like group up. People have like ideals when it comes to like comedy, or just like who you want to spend time with and talk to.
Yeah. It's like drama arises when somebody doesn't like somebody in this comedy scene, it feels like, and then that's grounds for like a big like, oh, I really hate you just because there's a disagreement. I think it's more of like maybe we don't allow for disagreement enough rather than like,
yeah, it's drama. It's not really. It's just that. It's just like people disagreeing and people making a big thing about it.
Well, let's see. What else do you got?
So like we're good. Do you have something else in your bag?
I don't think so, dude. I think I expended all my stuff.
What do you think about Zen? So did you say like what is weed good for us? Does it benefit us in anything?
Weed, I think it can be. It's been good for me. It's been bad for me. I think it's a roller coaster ride. It's like life. It's like anything you're ever gonna do. It's gonna have its ups and downs. It's gonna have your times where you're away, times where you're not there, times when you're sick, and that's gonna be the times when it's right there for you, or you're there for it. You smoke some weed, you might be kind of weird. You might get a little fruity. You might tell Matt that you want to go out back with him and try
shoot him,
or knife him, or teabag him.
That's not very nice. Knife and then teabag.
And sometimes you get high and you're just vibing. And sometimes if you get high and there's nobody there, like physically there with you, I think you can get into a very, very weird place.
Yes. I appreciate that. That's true.
Sometimes you fucking smoke some weed, dude. You start freestyling, going crazy.
It allows for a lot of different things.
And I think it allows a quarter of the perspective that like something like mushrooms has provided. I think you get better perspective from an outside perspective when you're getting high. Like when you think about something sober and high, like when you think about a high, like you kind of think about it from a different angle a little bit. And I think that's helpful.
Yeah, it gives you a different angle. But I think it's like
sometimes but being in that place when you're thinking about that, it's like kind of sucks. Like it doesn't like feel good.
Learning something, like it might mean that you have to change something about your life.
Yeah.
Or if you hear a comment in your direction, like that does apply to you, like you have to. Sometimes it's like sticks with you so long because then like you have to change something about your life. That's why it's like criticism is important, or like you can use that to help yourself out. But it's just like when you are trying to build an act or specific identity on stage or whatever, that's where it's difficult to change those boundaries around. Where it's like you might have spent all this time, especially as you get older. So when you're a kid, criticism doesn't matter so much. It's like you get criticized by other kids. That's just like that's just like what you are. Or it's like you don't really care. But as an adult, you spend a lot more. As you get older, you have to spend time separating yourself from other people to have a specific act or whatever, so that you can like make money off of it. And then you might hear criticism that's like you spend all this time saying you're not like this person over here, but then you're like you find out that you are, and then you have to like adjust your boundaries. And basically, I mean, like re-identify yourself or whatever. So it's like, I think it's just like as you get older, there's more of those.
There's more consideration.
There's more boundaries as you get older because you're collecting all of these criticism and like, I mean, but you need rules to separate your act.
Yeah.
Like someone like Frank DeMint has a lot of boundaries, like standards around his act. I would say, where it's like. He's so like that's his act, you know.
Yeah.
And so there's something to be said about going in that direction. I mean, Columbus, like people like it, you know. People like it when you have a defined act, like really identify.
And that's what Joey Lee's doing. He's trying to figure out his character. His newest character is he's autistic. And he's like, being autistic. He's like, being autistic. And I'm like, did he just say big autistic?
Yeah, he goes.
If he referred to himself as big autistic, I would die. It would be so hilarious.
That's funny. If he was big.
I'm the big autistic!
Or if he just went up and he's like,
You're in Dawsonville! I'm in Dawsonville!
Big autistic. That's what he should be like.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
big autistic. I'm being autistic.
It's like a Sasquatch. He's like an autistic Sasquatch man. But it's awesome.
But yeah, swastikas are.
I don't think you should have. I mean, if you want to have that, fucking do whatever, dude.
I mean, it's not usually.
It's not.
But people like it when you get airtime to swastikas.
I don't have one. You know.
Not typically.
I don't see anything here. I would say
you
if I
have
did.
one. Like you own one. I have one. I have a swastika.
I mean, theoretically, you could draw anything and hang it up on a wall.
But yeah, if you have one, it's maybe like
I could draw this.
It's maybe like
I could draw
made of
this
metal.
and just hang it up on Matt's wall somewhere. I could draw something like this.
That's pretty. I mean, that's really.
I could put it like right up here.
That's not. I mean,
No big deal.
You don't.
I'm gonna sign this.
Nobody's
to you,
shown
Matt.
a penis on this podcast yet, so that makes me uncomfortable.
Look. Look, this is gonna be worth a lot of money one day. Don't ever delete this podcast.
Okay, so I get to keep that as well.
Yeah.
So you did have more.
Yeah.
You did have more to give me.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I will.
Is there a better way to go out than me giving you a picture of a penis?
I can't think of one.
Here's the Zevia, Zins, penises.
That's right. Lights.
Any final thoughts?
Thank you.
I
Thank you, Tony,
love
and thank you for
that,
this picture of this penis, and thank you for this hat.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks, guys.
This was a lot of fun.